And we are back and better than ever. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the first installment this season of Friday Night Frenzy. It's the first week of the high school football season, so let's go to work. Our first highlight of the football season, Detroit Denby made their way up to the UP to take on the Marquette Redmen. The Redmen received the ball off the kickoff and ran their wing T offense to a charm as Alex Sherbanaw goes head over heels here, a gain of 7 and more importantly a Redmen first down. In fact, in their opening drive, Marquette ran 13 straight running plays, not one pass, and it worked out as Alex Sherbanaw gets behind his big offensive line and pushes his way in from 3 yards out for the touchdown. The extra point was good and Marquette led 7-0. Midway through the first, the Tars looking to move the ball. Quarterback Reynard Lewis Jr. is taken down by linebacker Shane Duquette for a loss of 10 yards. A great sack by Duquette. Later in the Denby drive, Lewis Jr. again on the run. He looks for DeAndre Gregory. Look, Mom, one hand. An incredible grab by Gregory. Denby scored a touchdown as time expired in the first quarter, but they trailed 7-6 on the failed two-point conversion. Second quarter now, Marquette still leading by 1. Lewis throwing. Gregory can't grab that one, but Shane Duquette can, and he takes it all the way back for the pick six. Marquette led 14-6 at that point in the game. The final score tonight, the Redmen win their first game of the season, 35-12 over Detroit Denby. To the scoreboards, Northland Pines stuns Calumet 30-28 on a 26-yard field goal with 6 seconds left in the game by Alex Cornelli. Gogebic, formerly Wakefield Marinesco, picks up a close 20-14 win over Hancock. In Ontonagon, North Central dispatches the Gladiators 48-14. In Lance, the Purple Hornets shut out Houghton 34-0. Joe Noah taking over for Ken Hofer in Menominee picks up win number 1 as the Maroons 34-18 over Antigo. And North Dickinson starts out their season with a W, a 41-6 thumping of Florence. Back to the highlights, Jim Hansen and the Escanaba Eskimos in Alpena this evening, taking on those Wildcats. Scoreless at the half. Escanaba up 7-0 in the fourth. On the fourth down, David Fallish rolls and finds Ryan Timler in the end zone for the touchdown, 14-0 Escanaba. The Wildcats wouldn't do anything in their next drive. Eskimos kept coming. Cameron Beversulis cuts in the Alpena D for another touchdown. Escanaba led by 3 scores. The Cats finally show some life late in the game. Ashton Dever returning breaks a tackle here, and he'll reverse his field into Escanaba territory. A penalty on the play would put Alpena at the 30-yard line, deep in Eskimo territory. Some trickery here. Brady Marwidi back to Deaver, and the reverse gives to Jacob Klein for a nice gain there. But Alpena, they couldn't cash in, though. The Eskimos, congratulations to Jim Hansen. They pick up the win tonight in Alpena, 21-0. Well, speaking of first wins, Norway football coach Robert Madigan, congratulations, picks up his first win as the Knights win 12-9 over Northern Elite. Forest Park dominated Bark River Harris. Austin Snell had 6 carries for 140 yards and 4 touchdowns for the Trojans. That's not too bad of a night at the office, if you ask me. And Newberry runs away from Rudyard early. The Indians win 34-6. And that's just the start of the frenzy. We'll still have plenty more to get to, including 2 Mid-Peninsula Conference heavyweights met up in Iron Mountain tonight. Highlights of the Hematites and Mountaineers is on the way next, right here on Friday Night Frenzy. And welcome back. The Ishpeming Hematites lost just 1 regular season game last year, and that came at home in week 1 against, you guessed it, Iron Mountain. So the Hematites were looking for redemption in Iron Mountain as Eric Dompierre, good to see him suiting up for his first game of the season. It would be against the Mountaineers. Right away, Ishpeming has to punt after a 3-and-out, and as the punt would land, it would hit a Mountaineer player. Noah Olgren recovers the punt for Ishpeming, and the Hematites are in business. A few plays later, quarterback Alex Briones rolls to his right, waits, and fires a bullet to R.J. Poyer for the 20-yard touchdown pass. The 2-point conversion was good, and Ishpeming led 8-0. After a bad snap on an Iron Mountain punt, special teams was not their friend tonight. Ishpeming was deep in Mountaineer territory again, and just 3 plays later, Eric Kostriva cashes in from 4 yards out, and Ishpeming led 14-0 after 1. Second quarter, the Hematites looking to continue their momentum. Briones throws up a rainbow, and Taylor Hootery is there with the interception for Iron Mountain. A nice play by number 24. but the Hematites' defense and offense was just too much tonight. Ishpeming defeats Iron Mountain 34-0. In other prep football action, Negaunee trailed 14-0 before coming back to defeat Manistee 42-20. Kenner Breuer had 20 carries for 111 yards for the Emeralds in a losing effort. In a battle of two playoff teams from last year, Stevenson doubles up Westwood 36-18. Congrats to Gladstone, their first win in 10 games tonight, 49-12 over Gwynn. On to 8-man football, Mid-Penn slips by Bel Air by 4, while Posen runs away from Cedarville by 40. Rapid River shuts out Ewan Trout Creek 52-0, and Superior Central gets the 38-8 win over Brimley. Back to Dickinson County we go. The Kingsford Flivers opening up their 2012 campaign against Lakeland, Wisconsin. First quarter, no score. Kingsford on the doorstep. Adam Michaud gets some help from Brett Michaud and finds the end zone. Kingsford took an early 6-0 lead on the failed extra point. Later in the first, Kingsford goes to the air. Caleb Harrington connects with Aiden Winkie, and Winkie picks up a couple of blocks and runs for a while, and more importantly, gets Kingsford a first down. Both teams had long touchdown runs. Here's Kingsford. Reed Larson starts up the middle, bounces it outside, gets away from the defender, then he turns on the afterburners. 65 yards to the house for Larson. He finished with 155 yards and 3 touchdowns. Kingsford led 14-0. The next possession for Lakeland, Tom Brunner starts at his own 30-yard line and goes straight up the middle, and he's G-O-N-E, gone. Brenner has reservations for 6. Lakeland on the board, but the Flivers scored the next 28 straight points to win easily, 42-6. Not every UP football team was in action tonight. 4 teams will play game number 1 on their schedules tomorrow. Baraga clashes with conference foe Lakeland and Hubble. West Iron County will play the 1996 Class D champion Pittsford Wildcats at St. Ignace, while the Munising Mustangs are playing below the bridge as well against Traverse City Christian. We will have the scores of those games for you on our website tomorrow night at abc10up.com, and you know what to do, just click on sports. Quickly to baseball, the Tigers opening up a 3-game series with the Los Angeles Angels. We pick up the game in the 6th, no score and 2 outs. Howie Kendrick makes Rick Porcello pay for leaving the slider up in the zone. The ball goes all the way to the wall in center field. Miser is Torres and Mark Trumbull both score on the play, and the Halos led 2-0 thanks to Mr. Kendricks. Angels starting pitcher Zach Greinke, the former Brewer and former Kansas City Royal tonight. He would get Andy Dirks here to swing and miss for out number 3 in the 7th. Detroit got a solo home run from Miguel Cabrera in the 8th, but it was not enough. The Angels beat the Tigers tonight 2-1. And that's all for tonight's edition of FNF. Don't forget about the Mud Plunge 5K tomorrow morning at Suicide Hill in Ishpeming, and the Upper Peninsula Cage Fights at Lakeview Arena tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Have yourselves a fantastic weekend, everyone. Good night.